We are talking today about natural remedies that may or may not help with thinning hair, hair loss, hair regrowth. A lot of you asking, aside from over-the-counter or prescription medication, what options exist for thinning hair or hair loss? And so we're going to go over some of them today. So I have some products here. Almost all of these, as we go through them, are meant to be used topically, which is important because sometimes it can be a little unclear. Are you meant to actually eat or ingest it, or are you meant to put it on your scalp directly? So all of these are for topical use. The first one of my favorites, for head to toe use, is coconut oil. It's usually a solid at room temperature, as you can see here, but you also can find it in liquid form. Anything you put on your skin or your scalp can and is absorbed into your bloodstream. So I like, for just a moisturizer, going for coconut oil. There's very limited data that shows a dramatic improvement with hair growth or hair thickening with a coconut oil, but as you're going to hear with all of these other options, you always have to say to yourself, risk versus benefit. This is incredibly low risk. There may not be a benefit there, but it's certainly not going to do harm. Next, rosemary oil. You can apply a couple of drops to your scalp. All of these, because they involve scalp application, also imply/suggest that you vigorously massage these oils into your scalp to increase with absorption and blood flow to the hair shaft and the hair follicle. Next up, peppermint oil. Now this one, there's some physiology behind why it may work to increase blood flow to the scalp and therefore thickening and new hair regrowth. Peppermint oil vasodilates. What does that mean? It means it takes the blood vessels and makes them larger. When you make a tube larger, and you're talking about a blood vessel, that increases blood flow. A lot of these come in very concentrated forms as essential oils or in concentrated forms, and so they are meant to be diluted with another oil. Just be aware that you should wash your hands after you apply it so you don't inadvertently touch your eyes, which can cause some real irritation. Red ginseng. The data shows the same thing. In very limited trials, a lot of these studies done in mice actually, there is some improvement in thickening, in transitioning the hair follicle from the resting phase to the more active phase. Again, pretty low risk, may have a benefit, and apply sparingly in droplet form or diluting with another oil, even better. And then onion juice. Now, the first question is, does it smell? And the answer is yes. Like a salad. Okay, so this may regrow your hair, but it may also socially ostracize you because there is a potent odor with onion juice. Risk benefit, other than the odor, pretty low risk. I think it's also really important to understand that there are a lot of causes for hair loss and thinning hair, and ultimately, if you don't address the root cause, pardon the pun, you'll get variable results with this. Lastly, the scalp massager. There are a lot of different instruments out there. They're inexpensive. You can order them online or find them in some drugstores. This one is rubber, so it's easy to clean. And you know what? It feels really good. This might be good for someone with thicker hair, who really can't get their fingernails or their fingers through a lot of their hair. I think it feels good. It's relaxing. The other thing in terms of the risks we've talked about, because you always have to go back to that. What are the risks? What are the benefits? And what are the options? Any of these potentially could cause scalp irritation. That's just anytime you put any substance on any part of your skin, that's a possibility. So before you go putting a lot of dropperfuls on your entire scalp, it's probably not a bad idea to test it in one area for a day or two before. And then frequency of use. There's really no protocol that's standard and accepted with any of these. So, using it every other day or every 3 days or 2 days, probably better than using it every single night or every day, because one of the hot topics in hair and scalp health is the breathability of your scalp. So you don't want to completely occlude the surface so that oxygen transport can't get across. And if you obviously cover your scalp with oil, that might moisturize your hair that's already there, but it can actually prevent good oxygen transfer from your scalp. So less is more. And remember that with any type of hair treatment, it could take 3 to 6 months to see any positive results. So you do have to be patient.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.